Duck, duck, duck. Dude, like, and none of them are punished. Do you see this? This is so funny to me. And then he finally goes for launch and he's too slow. Alright, let me show you guys this crazy cheater. Alright, gotta play right side, so you see his inputs. Now the crazy part is when I was first fighting him, I actually couldn't even tell he was cheating, right? Like, my style is not very mix-up heavy. So the fact that he was auto-guarding all my lows and ducking my highs wasn't really obvious. I was just kind of playing control, like doing a lot of my mids, running 2 and just trying to defend the strings, and it was working just fine. So let me turn off this so you could really see. Alright. So counter hit him with the jab here. You're not gonna see a lot of, well, you might see it now that you know that he's cheating, right? But to me, it wasn't obvious. So I didn't have any suspicion at this exact point that he was cheating, right? I just saw like, okay, random demo man, that's a little weird. It like all kind of came together really slowly. So the first red flag was that his offense felt kind of like green ranky. There's really no other way to put it. Like, it felt like he was trying to mix me up with strings. He was doing demo man at range 3, right? I didn't know how to punish it as Kazumi. Down forward 2 is how Noctis punishes it. It's a little privilege.
Round 2. Fight.
But yeah, I was just like genuinely confused. Like, well, I honestly, I wasn't confused. I was just kind of like, okay, maybe he's just beaten a lot of really lower level players. But you can see he has 15 wins straight. He hit me with that. All of my low pairs are really slow. So I was more focused on how annoyed I was that I couldn't defend, like, really quickly and cleanly, than I was about what he was doing. But it'll slowly start to come together, I think. Like, nobody does that move. The double mid. I was too slow on the low parry again.
KO.
Yeah, very ambitious demo. This wasn't a tournament match. This was a ranked match. This was like my warm-up. I was warming up before the tournament. Shredder kick, which, yeah, shredder kick is used, but at that kind of range. Catch a low parry. Kazumi can jab him out of that. I didn't actually... I do it later, but... Yeah, I was just so pissed I was getting hit by the scrub stuff, you know? Like the full crouch, down forward 2, I think, and then...
Fight.
That's all I was really thinking about. It whiff jab into shredder kick. So yeah, can't really tell, and I rematched him a few times. The interesting part is, while I was winning, he was rematching me too. So I was getting really confused. It just... He hit it really well, I guess is a better way to put it. Okay. I don't know what I caught him doing there. He did a get up 3. Yep, shredder kick. Yep, and then I jab him out of that. So again, not pretty innocuous, just really, really weird offense. You're like, you wouldn't expect somebody to do that. I was raging to myself. He whiffs that again. Catch him this time. A lot of string cancels. Yeah, and then he just starts getting hit by running 2. I don't even know what he was doing to get hit by running 2. It's just buttons. And that was the fascinating part of fighting a cheater, is like, the only way you could beat somebody who's got guard scripts on, right, is you have to counter hit them, whiff punish them, or defend their string offense. Like, that's the only way. So the fact that he's giving me all of these strings at Tekken God Prime should have been a bigger clue, I guess. But I was just coming off work. I was like, oh wait, I picked the wrong inputs. One sec. I was just coming off work, and I was like, oh, I just need to, you know, get my Tekken sharp again, play some Kazumi, get right back on it.
Fight.
Okay, so that also surprised me. This is where I started getting suspicious, okay? Round start Magic 4, he ducks and doesn't punish. If somebody's ducking, like reading a high, especially round start, he's probably gonna go for like a launch punish, right? Or at the very least a while standing punish. He just ducked and stood back up. Okay, look at that. Well, Magic 4 he ducked, I run up and jab, and he flash ducks in the open. And like inputs aside, just the behavior was really weird. But look at his inputs. He's clearly, you know, putting together some kind of backdash. You could see it from his other QC quarter circle backs here. But here he hits a double down. Okay. So this is where I started, I think, catching on. Raw Demo Man. Yep, low parry that nonsense. You see how the offense is? This is something you would see when you're just starting the game. Somebody picks up Paul and they're making you pissed off because they're just demo manning you and doing all these low launchers. He's giving me high strings to duck. Another flash duck. Big whiff. It was just it was getting really strange.
KO.
Shredder kick again.
Round 2.
Yeah, dick jab into full crash down forward too. He was loving it. There's another flash duck, and this is where I think it started kicking in. He flash ducked the Magic 4. He ducks this, but doesn't launch it. He does a demo man. I'm like, okay, dude. Like, again, ducking in this game is such a big commitment, right? So if you're going to go for a duck, you're probably going to try to get as much reward as possible, especially if you're ducking a high on a read. No punish. Unsafe string. Demo man just in the... It's like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? So I think this is... Yeah, you could see here, I started really picking up on the fact that he was cheating. Now, the problem with what I do here is I make it really obvious what I'm trying to do, is just running to him, right? Realistically, the best thing I could do is keep pretending like I don't know he's cheating and just play normal. And just keep killing him the way has been working. But because I got so tunnel visioned on the fact that, oh my god, he's cheating, I have to only use mids, I have to do these things, I think it became kind of obvious. But the silly part is, even with that, look at that, okay. That's not so suspicious because he went for the right punish. And he ducked pretty early, right? So like, that could go either way. If it's a read and you duck early, that's cool. People get suspicious about the last frame ducks, but I think honestly it could go either way. It depends how you program the script. Because if you're always last frame ducking, like low high last frame ducks a lot because it's like a reaction, right? But you're probably not reacting to this low, especially with that kind of offense, right? You see all these lows, and then that last one hits because it's a counter hit. But this is where I was starting to get really convinced. Like, it stopped becoming like, oh, maybe he's cheating. It's like, dude, this guy is just absolutely ridiculous. Another block into whatever that was. Do you see these low blocks? Yeah. So I saw the highs, and I was thinking, okay, maybe he's got a script that just ducks highs. You know, like try to keep it a little down low. Don't be too obvious. But he was ducking all the highs and ducking all the lows. Do you see this? Sidestep, generic down for it. He's ducking the jabs. Do you see how often his character, how often Paul's hair is just going down? He picked a character that made it really obvious that he was ducking.
KO. Final round. Fight.
This was interesting. I didn't even know Kazumi's down forward 1 recovered that fast to eat the power crush and not die. Running 2. Unsafe string. And this is just what you have to do. If you run into a cheater, they're cheating because they're missing a key skill, right? So it becomes more of like a puzzle game. Like a reaction speed puzzle game more than like a fighting game. So you have to approach it differently. But I think it's good. Like for growing as a player, there are things you could do to learn from it. So it's super dumb. I don't know why you're cheating at this phase of the game. But it's just insane. And the fact that he wasn't using a script to actually punish stuff gave me the advantage because I could keep throwing out these jabs and not care, like not be afraid that I might die, right? So you could see that I start losing here, and you know, you might think I'm a scrub, and maybe I am, but I got really interested in like how obvious could I make it that he's cheating. Okay, so I'm gonna skip to this one. Look at Look at how ridiculous it is. And I'm sure he even figured out that I figured it out. Because this is just... We're not even playing the game at this point.
Fight.
Alright, so we both... I am a lot more clear on what I need to do. Miss the low parry, no big deal. Okay, little duck there. Little duck there. Little down jab. Okay, nice punish. Jab counter hits. Jab counter hits again. Duck, duck, duck. Dude, like... And none of them are punished. Do you see this? This is so funny to me. And then he finally goes for launch and he's too slow. I hit a down 3. And I run into his setup. But yeah, this was just... At this point, this was just so funny to me. Really late on the punish. And I'm free to that string, even on my main. Free to that, even on main. Don't tell anybody though, I gotta keep winning tournaments. Raw Death Fist, you know, the Demo Man mix-up. I can't remember if this game I just jab, literally, to just keep pointing it out. I think I do some lows too. Magic 4, he ducks it, gets a nice little punish. Weird that it's not the while standing punish that knocks down. He has the back one too. Oh, do you see? Wait, how did he block this? It should duck. Oh, he went from forward to back. That must have been why. He inputted the back manually. That must have been it. I don't know how to punch that as Kazumi.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, so I got demoted playing around, but like, look at this. Like, this is... The offense has not developed at all. Same setup. Ducks the Magic 4. Damn, throwing mids. Get a nice little whiff punish there. That was cool. I didn't even realize that would whiff. That was insane. Break the arm break. Nice. Yeah, I think at this point I was like, okay, I don't want to lose my points. I really want to win. But it was just obscene, bro. Nice punish. Oh, I dropped this combo. I should have just done back 2 into Rage Art. And then he kills me with the string. The down 1. I did the down 4. I'm telling you, I'm free to this. But I get a few more ducks in the way, along the way. Yeah, this guy, it was so egregious. I can't even believe that he tried to do it. Well, first of all, I was surprised that he even rematched me, to be honest. But, man, this was just so insane. Yeah, that was the most ridiculous cheating I've ever seen. I hope to God people stop doing this. And honestly, I don't care so much about the points lost. To me, the game is already dying. Tekken 8's coming out. The beta's next week. And not even next week. It's in a few days. And people are already barely playing this game. I want to practice for tournaments. I can't like get on ranked because ranked is so dead. So the one time I do get on ranked and I find somebody who's willing to rematch, he's a cheater. It's so... I'm okay with it because I can treat it like that puzzle game, but I could see how it'd be extremely discouraging to anybody trying to continue playing this game and play it really seriously. So...
Welcome to the King of...
Oh, that was ridiculous. I gotta get my points back now, but I will catch you in the next one. Peace.